Science discovered that that process can release all that energy. The military did that, governments, us, we're in charge. Science is to enhance our existence. The big one there is obviously famine, okay? And you can't have a good life if you haven't got a life at all. And I'm all for ending famine, obviously, as long as it doesn't affect me in the slightest. Which brings me to this little fad that we need to stamp out. This happened to me Christmas before last, exchanging gifts with friends, old friends, good friends, quite well-off friends, if I'm being honest. I gave them a coffee-making machine from Selfridges, top of the range. They loved it, they loved it. And they gave me mine, it was just a card. I thought, oh, vouchers. I opened it up, it wasn't vouchers, it was just a card with a picture of a goat on it. And some stuff about, and I said, what's this? They went, oh, our gift to you is we gave a goat to an African family. What? I'm looking at the coffee machine thinking, is it too late to say that's a mistake? Take that back. They had it under their arm, right? So I went, what is it? I went, oh, we bought you a goat and we gave it to an African family. Oh, did you? Oh. So I've got fuck all, basically. That is basically what you're saying, isn't it? I mean, I don't even know this African family. Why would I give him a goat? Why would I give him my goat? A goat I didn't know I had till a minute ago. Give me my fucking goat. Where's my goat? I mean, the arrogance. So I got you a goat, but I gave it away. Next year I'm going to go, oh, I got you a hedgehog, but I threw it to some gypsies on the way. Is that all right? This serves no purpose. This is good for no one. They're 50 quid down. I've got nothing, okay? The African family's going, not another mouth to feed, right? The goat is going, where the fuck am I? What the a week ago I was gambling around the Cotswolds. There was grass and tourists with nuts and shit. This is a fucking dust bowl. This is shit. There's no way the goat wanted to go to Africa. There was no way. It was basically kidnapped. It was abducted. It was put in a sack and bundled on a boat to Africa, like Roots in reverse. There is no way that... When they said, do you want to go to Africa? It went, definitely, no way, no. Come on, why didn't you want to go to Africa? Lions. Come on, why didn't you want to go to Africa? AIDS. Well, that shouldn't affect you. It shouldn't. So just be careful with charity, okay? Particularly at Christmas. That's when they sting you, when they give you a guilt trip. You're sitting down Christmas Day, you got all your food, loads of food, too much food. Probably going to throw a lot of it away. And all the adverts on telly are for charity, right? This one runs every Christmas Day. Is there an old lady near you, cold and lonely this Christmas? Yep, I fucking hate her. Nosy bitch winds me up all year round. I can't wait for the cold weather, if I'm being honest. There's no old lady near me. She died last year of hypothermia. So, result. The other big campaign, a dog is for life, not just for Christmas. Right behind that, I love animals. I'm really into animal welfare. And that's obviously aimed at parents whose kids go, can I have a puppy, can I have a puppy? No, can I have a puppy? And they give in to shut them up, and they get the puppy, and they like it when it's cute. Then they grow up and they get bored with it, and they lumber the parents with it, and the parents get bored with it, and they abandon it. 11,000 pets abandoned in England and Wales last year. And I think kids should have pets. I think it teaches them life lessons. I haven't got children of my own, but I've got loads of nieces and nephews, and they've got kids of their own now. And I want to be a cool uncle and give them what they want, but I want to be a responsible one too and sort of not add to the stray problem. But I think I've solved the dilemma. This is what I do, okay, as a tip. You've got to wait till Christmas Eve, go to an animal shelter or an animal rescue home, not a breeder, and I go there, and I go straight to the veterinary bit, and when they're dealing with, like, the little runts that are born all sick, and they're just putting them down, they've got no quality of life, I go, no, don't kill that one. I'll take that one. And they go, it's only going to live a day. So I run home with it, going, don't die yet. Get a Starbucks, a little bit of Starbucks. Don't die yet, don't die. And I run in, and I call my niece. She runs over. I go, look, oh, you got me a puppy. I go, your best uncle got you a puppy. Oh, thanks. Go and play with it, quick. Go and play with it. And they take it to bed Christmas Eve, and they sleep with it, and they wake up Christmas Day, it's cold, dead, stiff, gone. So, not a problem. And they always come down, and they say, oh, my puppy's dead. And I go, what, the puppy your uncle got you? He did his bit, and whatever happened after that isn't his problem. And they go, yeah. And I go, oh no, maybe you rolled over on it on the night. Oh, did I? Oh, no. And they always go, I killed my puppy. I killed my puppy. I go, no, you didn't kill your puppy. Jesus killed your puppy. On his birthday, because you didn't spend enough on your uncle's Christmas present. So they usually buck their ideas up the next year. The other big campaign, of course, don't drink and drive. Right behind that as well. A lot more stigma attached now. When I was growing up, there was no stigma. It was like, if you got away with it, that was all right. I'd be getting in the car with grown-ups and family, and I'd go, oh, you can't drive, you're drunk. And they go, it's all right, I won't get caught. But people now know that that's not the point. It wrecks lives. I've done it once. I'm not proud of it in the slightest. I'm fucking ashamed of it. I wasn't drunk, but I was over the limit. That was Christmas, and I took the car out, and I knew I shouldn't. I knew at the time I shouldn't be in this car. But I learned my lesson, because I nearly killed an old woman. In the end, I didn't kill her. In the end, I just raped her. But as I say, nothing came of it. Because luckily, 1,000 to 1 shot, I know, she had Alzheimer's. Yeah. I've always considered myself a sort of liberal, rational sort of bloke. And then, after 9/11, the world went a bit crazy. Understandably, the rules suddenly changed, and there was a lot of anger and fear and finger-pointing and hysteria. And I still tried to remain rational in it all. I'd be in the pub with friends, and I'd be going, no, you can't say that. That's a generalisation. Oh, you just read that. No, you don't. That's not true. That's a received wisdom. That's not. No, you can't tar everyone with the same brush. No, it's still the safest form of transport. It's 16 million to 1. Trying to remain rational. That's in a pub. When I'm flying, it's more like, check him again. Can we? What the fuck? What? He's getting on my... Can I check him? Can I fucking check him? But that's fear. I'd always been a nervous flyer, actually, and I flew soon before and straight after 9/11, always in and out of, like, New York and LA, and I tried to remain, again, rational. I was thinking, no, it's even safer now. It's even safer now. It's harder to get... And then I found out that a suicide bomber doesn't have to get on the plane now. They don't even have to commit suicide. Now they've got heat-seeking missiles that can take the plane out in the first 10 minutes of takeoff. So now I'd be on the plane like that. Right, we're out of range. Now who's got the bomb, right? I flew a couple of weeks after 9/11, and there was an internal flight from New York to LA, and we get off. I go, right, we're out of range, okay. And I was still a bit nervous, and I said to the air hostess, have you got any magazines? And she went, quite loud and blasé, she went, no, honey, we've got no magazines. We've had to undertake severe cutbacks because we're one of the companies being sued over 9/11. One, don't mention 9/11. Surely a new rule book went round. Don't mention 9/11 when you hand out the chocolates. Just, you know. Two, don't say severe cutbacks. Because I don't think of magazines anymore. When you say severe cutbacks, I think of a bloke in an aircraft hangar earlier that week going, do we really need all these rivets? So... What terrible bedside manner that is. I mean, I take first-class flights everywhere. You wouldn't have it any other way. I sort of do it for you, really. And some of those flights cost 10 grand. And for 10 grand, in a disaster, I expect my bit of the plane at the front to gently break off and float down to a desert island. It doesn't. I'll die with the rest of you fucking losers. That's not fair, is it? I know you tried to save me, but you couldn't. I'll probably be the only one mentioned on the news. You'd be 450 others, so that's something, I suppose, isn't it? No, so, I'm flying all the time, right? And then it happened, okay? I was flying back from New York, 9:25, BA, first class, to London, JFK. The whole week in America, leading up to that flight, on every channel on TV, there was a rolling ticker tape that said America on red alert, okay? And every bulletin said, we have an intel, that there's going to be another 9/11 this weekend in New York or LA. Do not fly unless you absolutely have to. I had to, I was filming. And if you fly, be extra vigilant. Okay, so I'm there. I'm the only one in the first class lounge, right? And I'm still trying to remain philosophical about it. I'm thinking, right, today's the day you definitely don't try and get a bomb on the plane. Do you know what I mean? You think, no, everyone's, wait till Monday, right? And I'm there, and about 15 minutes before boarding, into the first class lounge comes this guy. I don't know whether he was North African or Middle Eastern, but he had all the gear and beard, everything. Steel attaché case, okay? Here's your middle class rational liberal. I go, I'm suddenly just engaging staff in inane conversation. I'm going, flight on time? They're going, yeah. I'm going, what's the weather like in England? And they're going, oh, it's like they're going to go, oh, it's a bit there he is, right? It didn't happen, right? So now I'm stewing on this, all the things for the week leading up to it. There's going to be a 9/11, it's going to be here, it's going to be today, it's going to be New York. Oh my God, right? But now I'm in two minds. There's a fight between good and evil, between rational and irrational, okay? So, this one goes, oh, that's a suicide bomber. Don't be stupid. What do you know? That's what they look like. Why'd you say that? There's a picture of him on every page of the Daily Mail. Don't be stupid. It's a cliche. Don't be stupid. Then he makes a phone call. I can't understand what he's saying, but he sounds a bit angry, right? This one goes, oh, we made a phone call. This one goes, you just made a phone call. Yeah, but not in foreign. Shut up, stupid. I just don't. Why'd you think that? Look at the beard. He's been checked. He's been checked the same as us. Do they check the beard? Yeah, they check the beard. They check the beard, okay? And then I'm sort of, it's all going ahead, and I'm sort of looking at him absent-mindedly, sort of staring at him. And he catches me looking, and he goes like this. This one goes, oh, he knows. This one goes, no, he knows why you're looking at him. He's had that sort of prejudice, that shit for fucking months. Stop looking at him, shut the fuck up, right? But this one starts winning. The fear starts beating the rational, okay? So going, well, I said it would be today. Yeah, I know, but what? But the statistics, well, they're up today, aren't they? They're up. Yeah, but don't give it, it won't happen to us. They said that on 9/11. Yeah, but what about all the checks? Well, they find new ways of getting past our detection. Then we have to up our game, and that's how it... Yeah, you're right. So suddenly, now we're winning there, and I think, oh my God, this is it. And you get that wave of nausea when you suddenly go, oh my God, this is it. I'm one of the people that have witnessed, and they go, okay, yeah, let's report him. This one goes, no, we can't. Why? In case someone thinks we're racist. What? What the No, let's report him and be a wrong live racist. And so I'm there and I think, he is a suicide bomber. I'm going to get on the plane with him and I'm going to die. And I'm having a little breakdown and I'm nearly crying. And all this happens in a few moments. And I look over and he's joined by his wife who's got all the gear and his two little girls, right? And I go, oh, of course he's not a fucking suicide bomber. If you're off to see 72 Virgins, you don't take the wife and kids along. So, and I got on the plane and I was sort of relieved and embarrassed, and I saw the funny side of it, and of course he wasn't a terrorist. He was a businessman and a family man. He was playing with his little girls who kept running up and down, bumping into my chair. He wasn't doing anything. And he was sort of like scaring them, and they were screaming at the top of their voice. Like, after half an hour, I was hoping someone would blow the fucking plane up, right? But a really weird thing happened during that period. I got so worried about terrorist attack that I started taking private jets and helicopters everywhere, just because I was so rich. No, I don't. But I love bad excuses when they're sort of embarrassing, sort of heinous things like that. I remember a friend of mine I went to college with was a medical student, and when he did his degree, he did an internship or junior doctorship at University College Hospital. And he was working nights. It was about 1:30 in the morning, and this guy came in, and he had a bottle of sauce stuck up his arse, as you do, and completely disappeared. He hadn't left, like, you know, enough out. He hadn't thought of the return journey. Like, even Hansel and Gretel sort of left breadcrumbs, didn't they? He hadn't thought it through. He was getting so into it, the whole bottle up there. Then he couldn't get any purchase. He couldn't, you know, tie a bit of string to it or something. Just think ahead. Or empty it out, fill it with concrete, put a broom handle in it, let that set. Then you've got the full length of the bottle and a handle. But he hadn't put as much thought into it as me. Amateur. Now, so, and also, instead of going in there and saying, excuse me, mate, got a sauce bottle stuck up my arse. I know what I was doing, you know what I was doing. Get it out and I won't do it again. Instead of saying that, he went through this whole face-saving rigmarole of filling out an accident report, just making it worse for himself. And this is the excuse he gave, okay? He said, well, what happened was, this is a great excuse, right? He said, I'd been shopping at Safeway, and I came home with my shopping and I realised that I'd locked myself out of my house. So I put the shopping on the doorstep, and I saw that I'd left open a bedroom window, so I thought I'd get in there. So I tried to climb up the drain pipe, but as I was climbing the drain pipe, my belt broke, and my trousers and pants fell down. I went to grab them, I lost my grip, and I fell, and I landed on the bottle that went straight, and that's what happened. So I went, okay, so got it out for him. When he left, they made an amendment to the accident report. My mate put, this story would be somewhat more believable if Safeway sold their bottles of sauce with condoms already attached. I just thought, oh, the condom, fuck. He knows I'm lying. Why did he put a condom on it anyway? Because he was then going to use it on his chips. But how mean is that? If you're into, you know what I mean? Shoving condiments up your arse, buy two, they're only 79p. I guess, I don't know. One for chips, one for arses. You know where you are. You have to make bad excuses. My favourite leaflet of all time, I bet some of you haven't even got a favourite leaflet, have you? Sort it out. No, it really is. You'll see why. And I kept it with me for about 3 months and showed it to everyone. It was a leaflet that came round the Union in about 1994, 95, and it was a Terence Higgins leaflet about safe sex. And it was aimed at the last demographic of gay men that weren't taking HIV seriously enough. And so it was very hard-hitting and seen, and it used, like, really sort of colourful language to get the message across. And I remember it so well. And the title of this flyer, you know it's going to be a good leaflet when this is the title. This is the opening gambit, right? It was called, you know, you don't always have to have anal sex. Thanks very much. Think of a couple of old age pensioners just queuing for their flu jab. They're just browsing, Reader's Digest. What's this one? You know, you don't always have to have anal sex. See, I fucking told you. Right. So, that was what it's called, right? And it was a 10-point plan of alternatives to, you know, that. So, number one, okay? Always started the same as well. Always started with why not, right? Why not, like casual. Like you're saying, like a recipe or something. Why not throw in an onion, right? Right, okay. Number one was this. And it had those little diagrams, like little drawings like you get on safety things on planes. So anyway, number one, 10-point plan. Number one was, think of this as medical advice, okay? Number one was, why not just wank each other off? I got the new leaflet. Oh, what does it say? Why not just wait each other off? Okay. Oh, level. Casual. Number two is great. Again, just a casual suggestion, right? Number two is what? Always the same. Why not? Right? Number two. Why not come on his back? Why not? When is that? This is so casual. Why not? Imagine you queue up to see a GP. They go, the GP will see you now, and he's sort of writing, come in, sit down. What can I do for you? I'm gay and I'm worried about HIV. Come on his back. Number three, whenever I show this to people, when I got to this one, people were laughing, going, oh, and they went, oh, right? Number three, it's the worst one. Number three is, why not come in his hair? Not the hair. On the back. Come on the back, sure, on you go, go on. Hurry up. Where are you fucking aiming that? Not on the hair. Fuck off. There. Fucking better not. I'm putting on a shower cap. Number four. Oh, number four. I have not before or since heard such a great use of the term e.g. as in this next sentence. Number four, I swear, was why not come into a piece of fruit, e.g. watermelon? Like, why do you need that? Like, they put it out without that. People are going, well, what fruit? I'm watermelon, thank you. I need to know what fruit. Need to know exactly what fruit. I don't want to get it wrong. I thought arses was all right. I was wrong there. I don't want to make... So watermelon, yeah? Good. And on and on. Number 10, I'll just tell you number 10. Because number 10 might be the greatest sentence of all time, right? And I think the bloke writing it was under pressure from his boss. He'd done 9. And his boss came in and said, how's it going? I've done 9. He goes, we need 10. I can't do 10. I'm struggling. I'm doing hair. I'm doing backs. We need 10. You got till 5:30. And this is what he came up with. This is... Right, number 10, and I swear, right, was... Why not both come out of a window? Why? Why? Ready? And it didn't even say, make sure it's not a ground floor window. Morning. No, this is number 17, number 19. I think they're out. Fucking hell. Oh. And that leaflet, this is a confession. That leaflet must have affected me, and that was 10 years ago. Last summer, I was walking down Old Compton Street. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and I was walking, and just before I got to Mamma Mia, a pigeon shat on me. Obviously a pigeon. I went, oh. Then I went... What did I expect to see? 2 going, got him.